morning began with an overcast sky, a thick blanket of gray clouds hovering low, and a brisk wind that whispered secrets through the trees. Our high school class gathered for a field trip to an old, forgotten factory on the outskirts of town. Mr. Williams, our history teacher, was a true enthusiast of industrial relics, and he promised us an adventure we'd never forget. As we arrived at the factory, the place looked like a scene straight out of a dystopian movie. The buildings were worn and decayed, with shattered windows and crumbling walls. The air was heavy with the scent of rust and dampness, and there was an eerie silence that hung over the place. It felt like we were stepping into a forgotten world, one that time had long abandoned. "What just happened?" Emma said. "I said that something must have hit the door," I replied. But Luke said, "I think there was someone there." Splitting into small groups, each armed with disposable cameras to document the factory's history, my group ventured into the heart of the decaying facility. The machinery, once a symbol of bustling industry, now lay silent and corroded. Conveyor belts were strewn with debris, and rusted gears creaked as we cautiously explored. "Check out these machines, they look ancient," Emma commented. "And these old documents, they must be from a different era," David noted. But as we delved deeper into the factory, things began to take a bizarre turn. We stumbled upon a series of graffiti-covered doors that led us into a complex web of underground tunnels. The air grew colder, and our flashlights cast eerie shadows on the moss-covered walls. "Should we really go in there?" Jason questioned. "Mr. Williams said to explore everything, right?" Lena reminded us. Driven by curiosity, we decided to explore the tunnels, hoping to uncover their secrets. The further we went, the more disorienting it became. The tunnels seemed to twist and turn, leading us deeper underground, as if they had a mind of their own. "Does anyone else feel like these tunnels are changing?" David asked. "I think we should turn back," Emma suggested. Then, as we ventured further, we heard an echoing sound that sent a shiver down our spines. Faint, distant laughter, like the eerie echoes of children playing. It chilled us to the core, and we couldn't pinpoint its source. It felt like the very walls of the tunnels were mocking us. "Did you guys hear that?" "It sounded like kids laughing," Sarah observed. "This place is really starting to freak me out," Mark added. Determined to unravel the mystery, we pressed on. The laughter grew louder, reverberating through the tunnels. There was still no sign of anyone else around. Fear crept over us as the eerie sound surrounded us. "This laughter is getting on my nerves," Jason muttered. "Something's not right here," Lena agreed. And then, as we rounded a corner, we stumbled upon something inexplicable. An underground chamber filled with old, decaying mannequins. They were arranged in odd poses, some with missing limbs and others with shattered faces. It was a sight that defied explanation, a bizarre collection hidden in the depths of the factory's underground. "What's with all these mannequins? This is seriously creepy," David said. "I don't like this place. We should leave," Emma urged. Just when we decided to leave, the laughter returned, echoing through the chamber. We spun around, but there was no one there. It was as if the very walls themselves were laughing at us. Fear gnawed at our hearts. We realized we had to find our way back. "Let's get out of here now," Sarah exclaimed. "Agreed. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies," Mark concurred. The tunnels had other plans. They seemed to shift, rearranging themselves, leading us further into the labyrinth. Panic set in as we realized we were lost, and every turn we took only deepened our confusion. "This isn't the way we came. How did we get so lost?" Jason questioned. "We need to find an exit, and fast," Lena urged. Hours passed in the underground maze, and anxiety hung over us like a heavy shroud. It felt like we were trapped, with no way out, and we couldn't shake the feeling that the tunnels had a sinister purpose. "I can't take this anymore. We need to find a way out," David exclaimed. Finally, just when we had all but given up hope, we stumbled upon an exit. Bursting out into the open air, we found ourselves back at the factory's exterior. But something had changed. The factory now looked different, as if it had aged in the few hours we had spent underground. "What just happened?" This place looks different, Emma said. I have no idea, but I'm just glad to be out of those tunnels, Jason replied. Returning to the bus, we found Mr. Williams waiting anxiously. We recounted our harrowing experience, but he couldn't explain the strange happenings in the factory. You kids went into the tunnels? That was never part of the plan. Months later, news headlines shocked our community. 13 dead bodies were discovered in a hidden chamber next to the mannequins we had encountered during our fateful field trip.